And that's where I feel like I completely lost my passion for photography. I can't take photos anymore. Jaded. Not having interest or losing interest because you have experienced something too many times. Always heard about this word, being in the creative industry, and I always thought that ever since I started photography, it's something I would be obsessed with forever. I've been a photographer for over 15 years now, and I remember the feeling I had when I first started shooting. When I first grabbed the camera, I was excited. I was excited to create. I was excited to create for people. Photograph people, get their reactions, capture great moments, pretty much everything that makes someone want to be a photographer. I was able to meet so many different types of people just from owning a camera. For a moment, I would spend the day with them and get to walk in their shoes for a little bit, a little dive into their life, and capture moments that were special to them. I even managed to make this a career, and it eventually moved me to Los Angeles, where I worked for 10 years as a photographer. So then I was able to meet people in this industry and work with a lot of amazing talents. But no one really told me how it would feel like to turn your passion into a job. And I didn't really feel this until I moved to Los Angeles, because that's when the competition became even more intense. When you're trying to survive off of your creative craft, where you need to do a certain amount of shoots or you won't be able to pay rent. So you start taking any job you can. You start working with whoever you can. You start doing shoots that you don't necessarily feel passionate about. It becomes more of a chore. And you look at your camera now more as something that's just a tool and not really an exciting part of your life anymore. And this is what I started to feel like. I just had a camera, and it was my job to make someone feel beautiful or sell a product and things like that. And then there's the competition part. You know, you're in a city where everyone is fighting for the jobs. So there's another photographer ready to do those jobs as well. And you're on Instagram, you're posting your work, you're comparing it to other photographers. And you're just like, maybe I should edit more like them, or maybe I should shoot more like this way, or maybe light more like this person. The comparison of other artists can really get to you. But I kept doing it. I kept doing it because I had to. It was the only thing I was good at, where I felt like I had value in the world. And obviously it was my way to survive. Towards the last 10 years of my days in LA, I started to realize that maybe it was the city that was making me lose inspiration for my crafts. So I took a little break from being there, and I started traveling. I tried a new place. But then I ended up falling into the same type of industry where, again, I'm trying to make something work in a new place. The pressure of, I have this skill with the camera, so I better take whatever jobs I can in this new place now. Take these portraits of these people, sell these products for these people. And again, it was just my job. I was able to finally find a different job though, one that didn't really focus on me being a photographer. And I started to wonder what it would be like if I picked up a camera again. So I bought the Ricoh GR3, which I researched, and it looked like a really fun camera, something you could just have in your pocket, pull out at any moment, because those are the moments that I really appreciate. Those moments that you can't really predict, they just happen. So I was able to get this camera once I was back in California, and I started taking pictures of my family, just moments, real moments that were special to me. I spent time in the Bay Area, a little time in Los Angeles before I flew back to South Korea. And I had this whole plan of like, oh, I'm gonna go to South Korea with this new camera, and I'm gonna be so inspired. I'm gonna be so inspired to shoot the city, to walk around, capturing moments. But after even a couple weeks, that feeling went away. I just lost the motivation again. I couldn't feel the excitement that I once felt in the beginning of my photography journey. I was snapping pictures of these moments in this beautiful city, but I felt like I just wasn't excited about anything that I was shooting. And even looking at the photos, I'm not excited really about these photos, you know. And that's where I feel like I completely lost my passion for photography. Something that I thought was my sole purpose in a creative journey that I'd have throughout my whole life. So I put down the camera, you know. I feel like I can't take photos anymore. The whole process, from shooting to editing to posting, I just feel that spark is just gone. Or maybe it will come back one day, but as of now, it seems like, you know, this is a feeling that's been declining since maybe even the beginning of my photo journey. It's just been a slow decline of interest. And I thought street photography, documentary photography was really the answer, what I wanted to do. But even when I'm out there in the city, I feel like I'm bothering people. When I'm pointing my camera their direction, and I feel like maybe I'm ruining the moment, you know. And that's another thing that bothers me about it. I just want to know if anyone else experiences this, being an artist, because I am over 10 years, over 15 years in a craft, and I want to know how people stay inspired even after these type of situations or these type of feelings.